How to earn Zeny fast. Welcome back. Last time, we talked about how you can reset your stats and skills without spending. This time, let's dive into something just as important: how to farm Zeny while still gaining a decent amount of experience. But before we get into the details, here's a quick guide on how you can play multiple accounts at the same time. Need to farm 24/7, but your device overheats. Want to multi-client a healer for your main character, but only have one phone? Or maybe your phone's too laggy to even play. I've got great news. Introducing UgPhone. Run your games 24/7 simply by logging in through the UgPhone app. Once logged in, you can close your phone to save battery. UgPhone handles all the heavy lifting, so you can play any game without worrying about your phone's capabilities. The game runs on their servers, not your device. Use my referral link and invitation code for 40 free hours of device usage. 1. Grinding monsters for Zeny. The most common way to earn Zeny is simply grinding monsters. You naturally farm Zeny as you level up, but here's the trick. You can increase your Zeny gain by changing your leveling spot. This method is best once you're done focusing on pure EXP farming. For example, instead of staying at Gibbet, your go-to spot around level 80+, you can switch to monsters that drop more Zeny and useful materials like Rough or Idecon, a must-have if you're free to play. If you're F2P, I highly suggest prioritizing Zeny farming over rushing levels. This way, you can stockpile resources before the exchange market shifts. A good window for this grind is from level 86 to 88, before moving on to Panda Pouring. 2. Crafting, refining, and selling. Another great method is crafting and refining items, then selling them in the exchange at a higher price. If you don't know how to do this yet, watch out for my next guide. I'll walk you through the process. The earlier you start, the better, since you can take advantage while the exchange is still healthy. 3. Hunting rare materials using daily MVPs and minis. This one sounds simple. Just hunt MVPs and minis for loot, right? But here's the catch. Don't just hunt for the sake of using up your daily attempts. If you want to maximize profit, you need to target bosses that drop in-demand materials. For example, right now in the early game, a lot of players are buying the backware Devil Wing, which gives plus 5% magic damage and plus 5% physical damage and plus 1 to all attribute. Perfect for starters. One of its crafting mats is Biotite, dropped by Misteltane. That's just an example, but the key is to track which items are in demand and what new gear or headwear the game will release soon, like those from the limited headwear NPC in Frontera or rewards from the Battle of Cake instance. You don't want to waste most of your daily MVP attempts farming something like Biotite, only to find out that a brand new backware just dropped in the limited skin shop and completely shifted demand. 4. Another method is by using your free ×3 reward in the Rift instance. Once you unlock the third task, you'll start receiving gears with random upgrades. These can be sold to an NPC for Zeny, and the value depends on the refinement level. The higher the refinement, the more Zeny you earn. This method is best if you've already maxed out your Rift level, or if you've secured your target equipment and can afford to spend extra gameplay time farming the daily ×3 Rift reward. Five. Top up. This is optional. While most of my guides are focused on free-to-play players, I get a lot of questions about topping up in the global server, especially from players outside the US. If your digital wallet isn't supported in the payment options, don't worry. I'll also show you how to top up so you can still support your progression. This payment method isn't 100% guaranteed to work, so proceed at your own risk. And that's it. There are still a few more ways to earn Zeny that I haven't covered yet. So make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay updated when new guides drop. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next upload.